A seismic shift is unfolding in the global semiconductor landscape as SK hynix prepares for a historic Nasdaq debut. For the first time, American retail and institutional investors can directly trade the trillion-dollar memory giant that quietly powers the artificial intelligence revolution. This listing is not just about expanding access to retail accounts. It represents a fundamental capital rotation that could disrupt how Wall Street prices advanced computing hardware. For years, this enterprise traded at a steep discount on the South Korean exchange. Now, that massive valuation gap is about to close as the company enters the world's most liquid equity market. To understand why this listing matters, we must look at the structural moat SK hynix has built. The company controls the vital bottleneck of AI compute, high bandwidth memory, or HBM. Without their specialized ultra-fast silicon stacks, NVIDIA's leading graphics processing units are practically non-functional. By pioneering the packaging techniques required to stack dynamic random access memory vertically, they secured an early, near-monopolistic position in the high-performance computing tier. This technological advantage has transformed the business from a cyclical commodity supplier into an essential, specialized platform partner for the world's premier hyperscalers. But that is only part of the story. Beyond NVIDIA, SK hynix has embedded itself deep within the supply chains of other premium technology giants, including Apple. From high-density mobile memory to custom solid-state drives, they have diversified their revenue base across high-margin consumer electronics and enterprise cloud data centers. This client concentration is a double-edged sword, but right now, it acts as an immense barrier to entry. Rivals must spend years qualifying their custom silicon architectures to match the performance and reliability thresholds that SK hynix currently delivers at scale. Here is where the margin metrics become interesting. The company's recent quarterly results show a dramatic trend of operating margin expansion, driven entirely by the pricing power of advanced packaging. Operating profits have surged past consensus estimates, reversing the inventory write-downs of previous cyclical downturns. Gross margins are benefiting from a richer mix of HBM3E sales, which command significant premium pricing compared to legacy DDR5 dynamic memory. This shift in product mix is insulating the company's financial statements from the softer pricing dynamics seen in the consumer PC and smartphone markets. The underlying strength of these quarterly numbers is further reflected in their free cash flow generation. The massive capital expenditure cycle of past years is finally yielding high-margin output, allowing the firm to rapidly pay down debt and strengthen its balance sheet. This cash generation capacity is critical because the global chip race requires continuous, multi-billion-dollar investments. With their US listing, they gain direct access to a deeper pool of capital to fund this relentless research and development cycle without diluting existing shareholders on their home exchange. Now look at how the company's executive leadership is positioning this asset for the future. Management commentary highlights a disciplined approach to capital allocation. Instead of aggressively adding commoditized capacity, they are focusing capital expenditure exclusively on next-generation packaging technologies. Their execution vector is clear: prioritize high-value custom memory designs over volume. By securing multi-year supply agreements with key hyperscale partners, management is attempting to smooth out the boom and bust cycles that have historically plagued the memory sector, giving analysts much better earnings visibility. The next signal comes from management's investment in advanced foundry collaborations. During recent briefings, leadership confirmed closer integration with Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company to co-develop the base dies for HBM4. This partnership is vital. It unites the world's leading pure-play foundry with the leading memory specialist, creating a powerful alliance that presents a significant headwind to integrated device manufacturers who try to handle both fabrication and memory under one roof. This brings us to the broader industry context. The demand for generative artificial intelligence infrastructure is undergoing a multi-year scaling phase. Data center power limits and memory bandwidth constraints have replaced raw processor speeds as the primary performance hurdles. This fundamental shift plays directly into the company's hands. As cloud service providers race to build out massive clusters of compute, their demand for advanced memory is growing exponentially. This structural tailwind is currently outstripping the industry's ability to supply these advanced wafer configurations. However, the competitive landscape is intensifying. Competitors like Micron Technology and Samsung Electronics are aggressively scaling up their own advanced memory lines to claw back market share. Micron has successfully validated its high-performance packaging for major graphics architectures, while Samsung is pouring immense capital into its advanced packaging divisions. To maintain its dominance, SK hynix must execute flawlessly, avoiding any yield issues during the transition to higher layer stacks where manufacturing tolerances are measured in mere nanometers. That leads us to a bigger question regarding terminal risk. The global semiconductor industry is caught in the crosshairs of complex geopolitical tensions. Export controls and technology restrictions present a persistent headwind for companies with globally distributed fabrication footprints. Any disruption in trade relationships or supply chains in East Asia could quickly choke production capabilities. For long-term investors, assessing how a company mitigates these regulatory and geographic vulnerabilities is crucial for preserving capital. Beyond geopolitics, internal operational headwinds cannot be ignored. The cost of raw silicon wafers, high-purity chemicals, and the advanced lithography machinery required for extreme ultraviolet processing continues to escalate. If manufacturing yield rates for their latest high-density layers drop even slightly, margins could face sudden compression. Advanced packaging is highly complex, and even minor process contamination can ruin entire production runs, erasing the profitability benefits of premium market pricing. Despite these risks, the forward outlook remains highly compelling. The upcoming Nasdaq listing is likely to trigger a major valuation reassessment. Historically, tech companies listed primarily on foreign exchanges trade at lower forward multiples compared to their US-listed peers. By bridging this geographical divide, the market is poised to price the asset with a premium multiple that reflects its critical status in the global technology stack, narrowing the valuation gap with domestic competitors. This valuation reassessment will likely be driven by institutional demand. Many large-scale U.S. pension funds, mutual funds, and thematic exchange-traded funds have strict mandates restricting or limiting exposure to non-U.S. listed listings. A direct Nasdaq listing removes these structural barriers, unlocking a wave of passive and active institutional demand. As index managers and portfolio managers reallocate funds to balance their artificial intelligence exposure, we expect significant, sustained institutional inflows into the newly listed equity. From a tactical perspective, we are placing this asset on a breakout watch. The combination of structural market expansion, a dominant positioning in premium packaging, and the upcoming liquidity catalyst of a Nasdaq listing creates a compelling thesis. We will closely monitor the initial trading volume and price discovery phases on the US exchange, looking for signs of sustained institutional accumulation before establishing long-term, core portfolio positioning. As global equity markets continue to adjust to this structural development, staying ahead of institutional capital flows is key to navigating the technology sector. For deeper analysis of macroeconomic shifts and corporate moats, Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you do not miss our next research brief, and let us know your thoughts on this listing in the comments below. We will see you on the next deep dive here at SR Money News.